This leads us further to now our other guests from Forum Wissen, and actually also towards the upcoming afternoon. Now I would like to ask Marie-Louisa Allemeyer, Michael Fürst, and also Michael Griese to come here. Marie-Louisa Allemeyer, there she is, is director of the Zentrale Kustodie of Göttingen University, and she's head of developing Forum Wissen. You will tell us more about it in a second. Michael Fürst is exhibition manager at Forum Wissen, and I also welcome Michael Griese from the Green Isle studio from Berlin. Your practice is exhibition making, basically, and you will also speak a little bit about the connection you already have with Forum Wissen in Göttingen. So thank you for being here, and I pass the mic and word now to you.
Thank you very much. I'm very, very happy to be here. I'm very happy that the institution that I am heading is part of this fascinating cooperation between the Documenta 15 and Göttingen University. The institution I'm heading, I'm talking about Forum Wissen. Forum Wissen is going to be a museum based at Göttingen University. It is a museum that is going to focus and turn around the issue of knowledge production. How is knowledge produced? How do people develop knowledge? Forum Wissen is going to open next May in Göttingen, and at Forum Wissen we are going to have a special exhibition, a temporary exhibition on this fascinating village project, on this fascinating cooperation project that you have learned more about a minute ago. In very few minutes, I will hand over to Michael Fürst, who is from my team, and Michael Griese from the studio in Berlin. They are going to talk about this special exhibition, which is going to open in June next year, so parallel, of course, to Documenta. But before I hand over to them, and they will focus on this special exhibition, let me just very briefly explain in some words the character of Forum Wissen in general. And I would like to do this because I'm convinced that Forum Wissen is going to give a very special and a very well-fitting frame to this special exhibition and to this cooperation, to this sustainable village project. Forum Wissen has two aims. First aim is that Forum Wissen is supposed to be the center for interdisciplinary object-based research and teaching. This means that we are going to establish, and I can already go to the next slide, we are going to establish a place where people can do research with the objects, with the collections, the material things that the University of Göttingen holds. We have over 70 collections spread all over the campus, collections from geology, archaeology, zoology, and so on. And so the idea is that Forum Wissen is going to become a place where researchers can work with these objects. Secondly, Forum Wissen is going to be the place where we are going to have an exhibition, a permanent exhibition on what we call knowledge in the making. And the idea, the core idea of the exhibition concept of Forum Wissen in general is that knowledge is not something that falls out of the sky, it's not something that is just born in one man's brain, but knowledge is something that is produced, that is going through a process. And we are trying to get on to this quite complex issue by our permanent exhibition. And this permanent exhibition is trying to enable people to understand how does these processes take place. What is happening within a university? How do these people work? Are they interested in what I know? So we are trying to open the ivory tower in a way and enable people to understand and to intervene into this process of knowledge production. I will just focus on 3 themes that we are going to open in the prologue of Forum Wissen, because I think these 3 themes are very much connected to the whole idea of Documenta 15. And these 3 themes are opened already in the entry of Forum Wissen, in the very first exhibition rooms. And these 3 rooms, these 3 themes are perspectives, practices, and networks. And we understand this prologue of our permanent exhibition as maybe the most important part of it, because there in this prologue we kind of lay out our most important points and our whole conception of how we understand the process of producing knowledge. The first room is called perspectivity, and here in this room the core idea that we want to strengthen is it always depends from where you look at things. You have a different background, you have different interests, you come from different cultures, and so the first point we want to make is it always depends from where you look at things. There is not one truth, there is not one way how you can look at things, but it's always dependent upon your perspective. I think this links very well to the idea of Documenta 15. The second point we want to make is knowledge production, as I said, doesn't happen in one man's brain. Knowledge production is only possible if people work together, if people cooperate, if people bring together their different capacities, knowledges, experiences, and so on. So the second point that we want to stress is that knowledge production always takes place with many people involved. And the third point that we want to make is that knowledge is hardly ever produced in only one place. It is always something that happens in the interchange of people, in the interchange of ideas, of methods, of, again, experiences, findings, and so on. So this prologue is something, as I said, is very important for us, and this really kind of opens the whole idea of Forum Wissen to the people who come in. So this is why I say it's so important for us that people understand our approach before they enter the exhibition at Forum Wissen. So to sum it up, what is so important for us is to, as I said, open the ivory tower, make people or enable people to understand what is happening at the university, empower people to understand what is happening, and empower people to interfere, to enter into the whole process of knowledge production, because we are convinced that only if we interchange, if we exchange our knowledge, then we can get to the best results in a way. And as I said, therefore, I think Forum Wissen is going to give quite an interesting and a well-fitting frame for this special exhibition that is on the Sustainable Village project, and is, as I said, opening next June. And with these words, I hand over to Michael and Michel, focusing on the special exhibition.
Well, thank you, Marie-Louise. First, I have to say that I'm a little bit jealous at the moment because everybody had so many slides and nice pictures of things that already happened. And it's our part now to talk about something which doesn't exist yet. So this is quite a bit difficult, and it's already so many things are said and done. So what's left? So maybe first of all is to say that the main approaches Marie-Louise was talking about before are also core approaches for our exhibition making in the temporary exhibition spaces. So these are important for the exhibition we are talking here now, that we call Efforts at the moment. It's a working title for us because this is part of the upcoming process of exhibition development to think about, together with Siko Kilong, I hope, about a proper title for the exhibition. So this is the one thing. And the other thing is that we are going to have this cooperation in the framework of the Documenta 15, as it's the sustainability project we have heard a lot about today, together with the CRC 990. And our job is now to coordinate and to curate an exhibition out of all the things that already happened, and to bring that into the public and to engage the public. We heard of that before as well, as kind of, can call it outreach maybe. So this is going to take part mainly in the spaces in Göttingen then. But this exhibition is only, you can say, the last step of a three-step process. And I would say the most interesting thing is that all of you sitting here now are part of this process, because this is the starting point now today here. There's the next upcoming event, which is the second step of this process, is going to be the Arts and Science Festival. We are going to hear about it later on, after lunch break. And then there's going to be the Efforts exhibition in Göttingen. And this is going to be maybe some kind of wrap-up of all the things that happened before. And it's also maybe that we bring things that happened in Indonesia during the festival to Göttingen, but there are also a lot of other things possible to do. And this is, we heard this word today several times, the word experiment. This is something what the scientists do in the jungle, in the palm oil plantations, and this is something what we do now in Göttingen as well. And it's for me, it's a double experiment, because you have to imagine the whole museum doesn't exist yet. So this is the first and opening exhibition shortly after opening the whole museum. And this is quite exciting for us working on this now. It is kind of experiment. But what is important now is that we are very, very lucky, and I'm very happy to say this, that we are not only working together with Siko Kilong on the Arts and Science Festival, which is taking place in Indonesia. They are also our collaborative artists collective to work on this exhibition. And so this is a great chance for us to have these artists with us on board and starting right now. And well, we're starting on Monday, to be exactly, because on Monday we're going to start with first workshop on, well, watching at looking at things, and like we are going to visit some laboratories at University in Göttingen who are part of the research center, and we are also visiting the exhibition spaces to have a look at what is it like, and then we are also starting to get into maybe some questions that were risen a couple of weeks ago when we were sitting in a conference. So, like, and this I noted because otherwise I would forget. What are the political and social dimensions of research, and how can they be reflected in the exhibition? So, kind of important questions. Some were risen today as well, and we're trying to think about this as well. And also, how can the public in Germany as well as in Indonesia become an active part of this exhibition? So these are things I think Siko Kilong are very well in because of their experience in their artwork. And so we hope that we can find a way to engage the public in Germany as well, and maybe also the Indonesia part. And also, what are the things we're going to show in the exhibition in Göttingen? So, because exhibition making is also something we want to show things, and we want to tell something. And what can that be? And these are things we are working on. And as I said, tomorrow, on Monday, we will start with that. And before I hand over to Michael to tell us a little bit more about the first draft of the exhibition concept we were talking about, I would like to thank you to all the participants in this cooperative project, like Sikokeloang, like the scientists from the CRC 990, and also ruangrupa, because they are supporting us, they are with us all the time developing this exhibition at the moment. And to the Green Isle as our conceptors and curators for this exhibition, I can say. So, yeah, we need this. Like, this one is important.
Ah, okay.
It's well
turned around, but it's okay.
Can you work with that?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think I take the other one.
Yeah. The other one? Okay.
I take this one. So this is, so hello, my name is Michael Griese. I'm from Studio The Green Isle in Berlin. We are doing exhibitions. We are a design practice and research practice. Here we are sort of at the beginning of a journey which will end up in the exhibition next year. And we are very, very grateful to be able to work together with the collective of Sikokeloang. We start on Monday with the research center at University Göttingen and Jambi and the Forum Wissen, of course. We as a studio, nearly in every project that we are realizing, we start with the process of listening and getting to know the different perspectives, asking questions around the subject. So this today is such a start for us. A few months ago we met Alexander Knoll. He gave us a brief sketch of the work of the scientists in Göttingen and Jambi and the exhibition and the wider context of the documenta and the sustainability project. And since then we had the feeling that this might become a very inspiring project in which we can learn from all sides, from the scientists, the artists, the local communities, and the Forum Wissen, of course. Our aim will be to take this profound knowledge and enthusiasm of the participants and try to form an exhibition with all of you, so that everyone has the opportunity to get insight into the processes of and the methods of the scientists, to get to know local and global perspectives, social and ecological dimensions, and the complex process of transformation, maybe also some solutions. This is a rather short sketch or a draft, a first draft of the exhibition space. We located some themes. We would like to start, so we get into the exhibition from, I don't know if...
No point.
No? Okay.
No pointing.
On the right side, we get into the exhibition and want to start with to talk about palm oil as resource and sort of as central object of the transformation. On the next room, we have the axis of the biodiversity. It's more like it's about the non-human perspective, so to speak, about the trees, about the ants, about the CO2, about the water. In the next room, on the left side, we think about a video projection with material already existing, about the socio-economic factors and personal perspectives on this situation. And we hear voices of farmers and local communities. And on the room, just on the next room around the corner, is the scientific room. It's about field research. It's about the scientific perspective and the collaborative processes of the genesis of knowledge and the methods. At the moment, we have located like the sustainability project in the last room, but we will intertwine it in the whole exhibition space, I suppose. We will work on it. And we mainly will work with audio. We will hear the bees and the ants and the birds and the bats, and we will hear the rain maybe, and we also have visual components inside of this exhibition. The exhibition will be reduced, more installative, and we try to get a sensual approach to the scientific research and to the question of sustainability. We as a studio more and more ask ourselves the question, what is an exhibition which is sustainable? What does it mean? Is it about the material we use? Is it a social aspect? Does it mean that everything needs to be durable? We have to, this is just questions we have and we work on it. And we will focus on an exhibition with only few objects, sound, video, and your part. And we are very much looking forward to collaborate with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for giving us an insight into Forum Wissen, the plans, what we can expect. We are looking forward to it. I would like to ask the audience if you have questions that you would like to address right now. And I would also like to already say that that we have prepared some lunch snacks. But please, show me if you have questions, then we can place them here right now.
But we're here later as well.
And later as well, exactly, thank you. So please be warm-hearted, invited to have some lunch down there. Enjoy the break, enjoy some talks with us. We will all be around, and we will come back together in 1 hour here, and then with a presentation by Siko Keluang. You will be next. Already looking forward. So please enjoy some lunch. Thank you.